What's going on, YouTube? This your boy Snow from Ghost Tier Gaming. Shout out to Ghost Tier Gaming. Y'all go subscribe to that channel. Ghost Tier Gaming TCG. Today I'm coming to bring you guys a deck profile of my top 4 deck that I made this weekend. The deck is none other than Despia Bystial Tier Element. So without further ado, let's get right into the list. All right, so first off, obviously, since we're playing Tier Element, we played 3 Rhino Heart, 3 Havness, 3 Sharon, 3 Merlin. This is self-explanatory. If you're playing a Tier Element deck, these are you have to play these 12 cards. These are the literally heart and soul of the deck. Next off, for the Despia part of the deck, I play 1 Tragedy and 1 Aluber. Going forward, I may definitely bump the Aluber up to 2. I only played 1 this weekend because I felt like this deck already has like a lot of normal summons. But given the fact that I think it had 7 normal summons technically that do something on summon. Out of a 60 card deck, that gives me like a, I guess, 10% chance of opening 1. But sometimes you need to get to the power card, which is Branded Fusion. So yeah, I'm gonna definitely bump this up, and I definitely got a tech card in the deck that I'm probably gonna replace to put the second one in. For the Albaz, basically the Albaz cards, 1 Albion, 1 Cartasia for the combo, and 2 Falling the Albaz, self-explanatory. 3 is just clunky, 2 is just good enough in case they Bystial 1 away and you're not you don't have access to Lebellion right at that time. For the Bystial monsters, I play 3 Lebellion. The card that basically gets you into the Bystial engine if you open it, and sometimes it's a good card to send off of Branded Fusion. Sometimes I felt like it was a little clunky because I drew more than 1 sometimes, and I kind of just want to eliminate having dead cards in my hand. I always want to have a line of play when I draw. But I got to do a little bit more testing with them to see what number I feel comfortable with going forward. I also played 3 Sonora. Sonora is basically another card that kind of meshes the deck together. It sends a Bystial monster or a Branded Spell and Trap when it gets sent to the grave. So sometimes sending Branded and High Spirits to grave after you had one of your fusions hit the grave, and getting it back in the end phase so that you can play on your turn is pretty good. Next, probably one of the most absurd cards Konami has made in a while. Bystial Magma Moot. This card is like literally absurd. This card is wild. I don't know why they made it, but searching any dragon in their deck during the end phase and this card being a DD Crow at the same time is kind of crazy. So definitely had to play 3 of that. And then 1 Druid's Worm, just an interruption, and sometimes a board breaker. You got to play it. And then I played 1 Albalos. Reason I played this is more or less for not a dark, but a light to send off a Branded Fusion. And sometimes it come up where that 35 or tributing off of 2 Bystial monsters to do get a 35 beat on board is pretty good. And it's a pseudo skill drain too, and it's good why I have skill drain on the board. Then next I played 3 Fenrir. This card breaks board. This is the Pranker Tops 2.0. This card is pretty crazy. That's it for the monsters. For the spells, 3 Branded and High Spirit. This is literally now a Tier Element card, so you got to play 3 of this. This card is absurd. 1 Branded opening, just to give me access sometimes into my Despia monsters. 1 Branded in the red so that I have access to Guardian Chimera. One branded regain. This card's the stones. Really don't even have to explain it. This card's crazy. And then FTK, 3 branded fusion. If this card resolves, literally you probably just don't lose the game, or you're in a real good spot if the card resolves. Then we play a 3 field spell. Basically, just to give my monsters more OTK potential and pop a card occasionally. One Mystic Mine out. You have to play a mine out because mine is still legal. The best spell in the deck besides Branded Fusion, Tier Element Scream. Being able to chain block all your normal summons, Tier Element monsters is kind of crazy. Sometimes you can even chain block the Albaz, the Aluber too. So this is just kind of crazy. You put them on, gotta have Valor and Perm. Tech for this weekend, Chaos Space. Just wanted to kind of get into my Bystial engine as quick as possible. This card searches Lebellion, and I play a lot of dark, so it resolves more often than not. And sometimes in Grave, it's a utility to put back some cards that I've used to draw a card and continue playing. One Terror, one Foolish. One Instant Fusion, then one Foolish, and then MVP, 2 Mystic Mine. If you can't beat it, join it. One Branded Beast. This is another Mystic Mine out, but it also does other things too. Then it's pretty good by like putting spell back on the board. Retribution, that's a negate. And 2 Sulic. You're playing tier, so you have to play that. That's it for the main deck. For the extra deck, 1 Bystial and 1 Redoer. Those are what I played for my rank 4s. Wish I played Beatrice. Obviously, she's right here. Honorary mention. Card's probably going to be absurd going forward. But I didn't play it this weekend. That's it for the XYZs. For the fusions, 1 Kit Kalos, 1 Rue Kalos, 1 Collider Heart. Those are my targets for... those are my tier fusions for the main deck. I see a lot of people trying to play double of this card, but I feel like it's not. You really don't need it. You can recycle so much in the deck that you really just don't need it. And plus, I have access to Lebellion, so if I really do need to recycle it, if it gets banished, I have access to that as well. 1 Lebellion. 1 Mirror Jade, 1 Lebellion, 1 Albion, and 1 Abelos. These are probably like the best fusions. They all just do something. This gets me access to instant fusion. This gives me a follow-up for my opponent's turn. This is probably like the only card that don't do too much, but it does give me access to recycling cards that get banished sometimes. So that's why you have to play it. And it's the only way you kind of really just make Mirror Jade. So that's why we play it. We got 1 Garuda, 1 Draco Sapelia, 1 Moy Dragon. This card really like helps you in the mirror. This card's absurd. 1 Guardian Chimera. I never went into this this weekend. So sometimes I feel like I can probably just cut it. It really never came up. I was never in the spot where like I needed this card. Then 1 Dark, just the only link I play. Just help break boards. And then 1 Baron. Baron is just Baron. This card is a negate and it's a pop. It's crazy. And sometimes the standby phase effect comes up, so that's why we use that. And it's part of the combo. On the side deck, just standard 3 Spooky Dogwood for time. 2 Lava Golem to break boards, because some people like try to build boards and think that's just gonna save them, and then you just Lava Golem and go on about your plays. And then I play, obviously, the 1 Necro World Banshee with the 1 Zombie World, because we hate flu and we hate any deck that says I'm going to play 1 archetype so that they think they can just sit on rivalry. well then we'll just change the type and you won't be able to play either. Two Cosmic, it's crazy. I play 60 card deck, and I seen this card like it was nobody's business. Like I was never scared. Like I seen this card every time I need to see it. Then I also play since we play so many big dark fusion monsters that are over 2,500 and the Bystial monsters. This card is like almost mandatory. It blows out Runic Sprite. Sometimes it's just clutch against Eldritch and stun, like not even Eldritch, just stun decks in general. Like this card just come in clutch. It just destroys them if it resolves. And then last but not least, 3 skill drain, because I make a lot of stuff that's over 2,500, or at least 2,500 and over. So I can just like literally turn off effects, and my deck can still be just big beat stick dot deck. So that's why we played 3 skill drain. Just kill the little stupid effect decks, and you just win the game. Yeah. So thank you guys. That was my Bystial branded tier element deck. Tell me what you guys think. Comment, rate, subscribe. If you feel that there's anything that I need to change, or you feel like I need to change, or see any other like different lines of play or any other things I should try out, just let me know. Leave it in the comments below. Thank you. And it's Chris from Ghost Tier Gaming, signing out.